Thank you for tuning in to Sinspiration Podcast. My name is Cynthia Serranèves, mindset coach, online entrepreneur, blogger, and now a podcaster. My goal is to inspire and encourage digital entrepreneurs and to help women conquer self-doubt and capitalize on their talents to take them to the next level. Building your ideal life and putting yourself out in the world takes guts, but you don't have to do it alone. We're much better together. So sprinkle a little Sinspiration on your Monday. It'll make it the sweetest time of the week. Hey, Sinspiration. Hi. This is your Monday Mindset Sprinkle. So glad to be back here with you. And today, without no further ado, I want to dive into how unresolved fear can hold your business back. Not long ago, I did a podcast on unresolved emotional trauma and childhood trauma, where I shared with you some of the behaviors that are attached to this. And I thought it would be a really good to dive into these a bit more and start exploring what they really mean for you and how they impact our life and our business. So emotional trauma impacts us the most and is the most misunderstood, and yet it is something that all of us experience in one way or another. As with anything internal, we can't see it. We are unaware of the inner conflict that is going on, and we only get to see a behavior or reaction as a result of dealing with this trauma. The more we get to understand why we behave in the way we do and what that means for our everyday life, the easier it is to manage. So let's talk about fear, people, the dreaded four-letter F word that is responsible for holding us back on so many levels. Hands up, who's been affected by fear? Pretty much all of us, right? Over the last few years, I've had the pleasure of working with many business owners and high performers, all with different background goals, experience, and desires, and yet there's a common theme that shows up with them all. Why they give into fear. When we give into fear, we second-guess our ideas, our choices or actions. We avoid launching or selling programs. We compare ourselves to others and feel inadequate. We doubt our choices, ideas, and actions, so procrastinate and act busy doing other things. We don't trust in ourselves or others. Plus, we're very critical of ourselves and others who let us down. We overanalyze everything, read into things, and drive ourselves crazy. We focus on the how too much. We get caught up in the details too much. We doubt our abilities, and therefore we play small. We get defensive when questioned about things, and we want everything to look perfect and get the best possible outcome. Sounds familiar, guys? Raise your hands if that's you. I know you're all raising your hands out there. So fear was a whooper for me and is something I work on every day. As a result of my past, I've become a control freak, never able to let go and trust in the process or the other people around me. I worried about how others viewed me as an expert and shied around from being too visible in case no one wanted me, my products, or my programs. I constantly questioned my ability and worried about making sure everything was perfect from the off. Fear can cause us to procrastinate, play small, take limited action, and make excuses or allowances for the results we get or don't get. So how does fear show up for you? How does it impact your life and business? The more we know about our fear, the easier it is to manage. So fear is a little bugger which doesn't disappear, but it can be managed in a way where you barely notice it. The more aware you are of your fear, the easier it is to break down the intensity and take the control back. So the next time you find yourself held back by fear, run through these steps or cherry pick the ones that feel right for you and work through the motions. Build the awareness. So let's dive a bit into building awareness. Ask yourself those questions. Why am I feeling overwhelmed? Why am I avoiding certain people? Why am I avoiding certain activities? Why don't I think I can do? And then go a little deeper. To really move past fear, you must understand what patterns keep happening, what or who triggers these feelings, and why. The answers might surprise you, but once you have them, then you know what you are up against and you can start do the inner work to shift it. So the next step is to letting go of fear. Write down anything negative that is causing you to feel negative, out of flow, pissed off, etc. This could be a result of a bad day, a comment someone said, an argument, lacking in confidence, and the list goes on. The sooner you can get it out of your head and onto paper, it will create space and allow you to see it more clearly, but also to release it from affecting your productivity, confidence, and mindset. Just write whatever comes up and don't worry about it making sense. The aim is to just get everything out. Once you have written the list, rip it up and throw it away. Dissociate yourself from the thoughts and feelings. The next stage is to reframe negative thoughts or situations. So split a page into 2 columns. On the left, write down how you're currently thinking, feeling now, and what is currently happening in your job life right now that is affecting you in some way. On the right side, reframe it by writing the flip to the original thoughts so you create the outcome you want. Here are some examples. These might not be relevant to you, but it's just to give you an idea. No one wants to buy my programs versus selling comes easily to me. People aren't willing to invest versus I attract my ideal client easily and effectively. I am not as good as ... versus I am successful in everything I do. Now the next step is to be, do, have, feel. Split the page into 4 and write down what you do, be, feel, have. What do you want to do this month? It could be product trials, book, writing an ebook, etc. What do you need to be to achieve it? Some examples are self-aware, focused, trusting, confident, successful, open, etc. How do you want to feel? That could be happy, confident, connected, in flow, motivated, etc. And what do you want to have? Is it time for yourself? Customers breakthrough? Bulk orders? Include both personal and professional life. If you get a few keys filtering through on each section, break it down a bit more. What does success look or feel like for me? What does confidence look or feel like for me? And keep on going with every single one of them. The further you dive, the more you'll learn to understand yourself. One more step that I would recommend is to meditate and visualize. This really allows you to reconnect with yourself, to listen to your thoughts, and to feel your feelings. Breaking down fear is really about understanding you. So spend some time thinking about who you are under pressure. What is good pressure for you? How does it make you act, think, and feel? And what is bad pressure? How does it make you think, act, and feel? The same with confidence. Who are you when you feel confident? How does it look like in your life? Who are you when you are not feeling confident? How does it look, act, and feel? And then learn to increase your confidence. If your confidence is dipping, spend some time reminding yourself of when things went really well for you in the past. Remind yourself of your successes, what you have achieved, and bring it back to the present. You have everything you need within you to achieve amazing success. You just need to remind yourself of your strength, your abilities, and access the right emotions to keep you focused. At the end of the day, we always have choice. So choose to follow the steps to break down fear and create the shifts you need to break the cycle. There you have it, my busy bees. How fear can still hold you back as an entrepreneur and how to break down those fears into bite chunks that allow you to digest them and overcome them. I would love to hear from you. If you're trying those steps, please head over to my Facebook page, Sinspiration, and post a comment there. Let me know how it goes for you, if it's working, if you're still having blocks. Yeah, just share your story with me. I just want to know how it's going for you. Well, and until then, my lovely doers, you take care of yourselves, be courageous, and please remember that you're worth it and you deserve a better life. See you and speak to you next Monday. Thank you for listening to Sinspiration Podcast. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and were able to find something useful to help you on your journey reaching your dreams. Dive into the show notes for this episode and all past episodes at www.sinspiration.com. If you love the show, share it with your friends. You can rate, review on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And I'd love to hear from you. So if you have any comments or want to share any aha moments you had during the show, please follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Sinspiration, or simply email me your questions, or if you want me to do an episode on a specific topic, at cynthia@sinspiration.com.